So I've got my Italian brother from an Italian mother, Peter Scotto. How are you doing, buddy?
Good. How you doing?
Living the dream, spreading
I
the
heard that. I heard that.
yeah.
Spreading the
There you go.
cream.
Oh yeah,
Literally.
oh yeah. Well, I think let's go ahead and take a shot real quick before we dig into all of this Dynasty Daddy goodness.
Cheers.
I've got my It's Always Sunny shot glass here.
I got a VT shot glass.
Very classy.
I had to.
You had to. Oh yeah.
All
Cheers.
right, ready? Cheers.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just so good. Just so good.
Just like the good old college days.
Oh, living the dream. Yeah. To have our bottle trophies up along the cabinets.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The beer ball.
Yeah. Exactly.
Good old times, man. Good old times.
So to jump from talking about the good old college days to soon to be fatherhood days for you, how is that process going for you and Jordan in terms of I know I've seen your Snapchat, you're looking at the crib you guys got.
Mhm.
Say you're going through like is it like the parenting birthing classes type stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been doing well. We just now got the baby's room painted. So that's step one. Still got to put together the crib. And then we got a couple more things to put in there. Got to get the glider chair. She wants to put a canopy in there as well.
Nice.
And on Sunday, I will be talking to you about some do-it-yourself board and batten wall trick. So I will hold that until Sunday and maybe
Absolutely.
try to pick yours and Marley's brains on how to do that. So that's step one. We did do a quick 2-hour crash course on baby course, and then we did sign up for a 1 day 8-hour class as well.
Ugh.
So it goes through a couple, and I'm pretty sure you've been through it as well, but it goes through like 8 steps from like labor and changing the diapers, breastfeeding, CPR, and anything like that. So just I'd rather have the information and not need it than to need it and have no idea what I'm doing.
Absolutely. Yeah, you might need to give me CPR one day. You never know.
Uh, who knows? So
I'll
hopefully it
say
doesn't come to that, but
yeah. I am the size of a baby, so I think it's probably the same steps for CPR.
so does that mean I use 2 fingers on the chest, right?
Better make it 3. Yeah, so how was I know you mentioned the thing about the crib, so how is the nursery itself coming together in terms of I know you guys have got some time certainly, but is there like are you just getting stuff in the room now before it's all put together and all that or
So it's literally still empty because we just got it done painting on Tuesday.
hmm,
So I haven't had time to bring the crib up there because the box is down here still. So I'll open up either this weekend or next weekend and bring all the stuff up upstairs. So I got to put that together. I got to put a little bookshelf together, um, hang up some mirrors, try to find some floating shelves as well, and put that up there. But right now, still blank canvas, and the imagination's ours.
there you go. And I know has there been anything kind of surprising in terms of like is Jordan doing well? Have you been having to get late night runs for any just absurd food that she's never liked
So
before or anything like that?
So for the first, I guess the week 8 through 18, she got like nighttime sickness. So not like
Mm,
morning sickness, but nighttime sickness. So there wasn't really a lot of nighttime cravings for that. There has been a couple of late night cookout milkshake runs. So yes,
nice. Hey, good thing you're up and
Oreos,
late.
yeah, Oreos, brownies, cookies, uh, ice cream, even though it's freezing cold outside. But and you know me, I'm not one to shy away from a good sweet. So
There you
I
go.
have I think I'm about 3 months pregnant right now as well. So
Your,
yeah.
your, your dad bought it as well?
Oh, 100%. Haven't been to the gym since like September. So yeah, definitely I got the dad bod going early right now.
Oh, Finn's 3 and I still need to trim down. So yeah, if you're more diligent than I am early on, way ahead of me on that one. Yeah.
But yeah, nothing too abnormal. Still has her Mexican cravings. What else? Just sweets, really. Nothing no pickles and ice cream kind of cravings, but just the typical Oreos, cookies, brownies, sweets like that. So,
Yeah. Is
but
is your puppy do anything different? Kind of like I think something's getting different right now.
not at the moment.
Yeah.
So at times she'll go towards Jordan's stomach, but no, right now she's still acting normal, still hyperactive 4 year old puppy.
She's still like, this is my house for now.
Yeah, pretty much. So
I've got a window where it shuts a little bit, but for now it's my house.
I think she might have a little bit of a sense, but apparently they can hear the baby's heartbeat and all that stuff. But
Ooh, I didn't know
uh,
that. That's cool.
once the baby gets here, all the attention's gonna go off of Mocha the dog
Yep.
to the baby. So
Well,
yeah,
then you get all those adorable pictures where it's Mocha, and then you got the baby like laying like propped up against Mocha.
yep,
She's like,
yep.
go with it.
Can't wait for those.
Yeah,
I actually had we were upstairs earlier in the bedroom, and Mocha was in Jordan's pregnancy pillow,
nice.
and top notch photo right there for sure.
Those pillows are awesome. It's like the kind of like the curved shape one where it's just like
Yeah,
get
it looks
comfy
like
with
a
them.
C.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So she's been sleeping in that since a little before Christmas time, and she's had it helps her out a lot.
Oh yeah.
So good
Well,
stuff to have.
exactly. Well, we're gonna transition here into a keep trade cut that has been specifically designed for you, and this
Oh
is going to
yeah.
be keep trade cut. Keep you either like the most or it makes the most sense to you with the question, or cut being the exact opposite, and then
Yeah,
trade is obviously in the middle. And the first theme is going to be Italian.
of
So
course.
when you think of these things, how do you rank these in terms of what is the most, I guess, and least Italian thing to do?
Fair enough.
And I know all of these are very Italian things, so I don't even know what wins in this one. So aggressive hand gestures,
Like talking with hands.
a lot, yeah. Gold jewelry,
Ooh.
and pasta for any holiday.
Oh gosh.
They're all very Italian
Um,
things. And it can be, again, what you like the most too. So if they're all Italian, it could just be what you like the most of the things.
I think I'm gonna have to cut the gold jewelry.
Oh my
Only because I haven't been wearing my necklace quite a bit
gosh. Okay.
as lately. I had to get the clasp changed last year, and ever since then I just worried about wearing it out.
Ah,
Um, let's see. I think I'm gonna keep the hand gestures for sure, and then trade the pasta because that's only because there is a ton of more delicious food at holidays. So can't
that's
really
true.
just focus on just the pasta part because I can make the pasta part over here, but other stuff I can't make. Like my grandma makes something called brajol.
Mm,
That's very delicious. It's like uh, a meat fillet, and then it's rolled up with cheese and breadcrumbs mixture, and that's cooked in sauce as well for a very long time. So it's very tender, very delicious. She makes
that's what I think
potato
about you,
croquettes.
Pete. Tender and delicious, man.
Man, there's a lot more other delicious foods than just the pasta. So definitely trade that and keep the Italian head dressers.
Hey, forget about it.
I could be dead silent and I just do the hand gestures and you know what I'm saying.
100%. And drunk Pete loves hand gestures, and it's
Absolutely.
way funnier because I understand exactly. Even if I can't really understand what you're saying, I get what you're saying. With this,
Exactly.
this helps. Yeah. So, being a guy, this is going to be the next one here. So this is actually going to be under the house chores umbrella, as I know you're a man that likes to take care of the house and the yard.
Oh yeah.
So the first one's going to be yard work, and that kind of minimalizes it because I know that you are a yard czar, if you will. I know you kind of you rule the yard.
Oh yeah.
Replacing any fixture, could be lighting, could be a plumbing fixture, anything. And the third one's going to be, I might be setting you up for this one, being a doting husband. You got to do that, right?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
And Jordan won't listen to this probably, so I think you're good. You can be honest.
Uh, definitely gonna trade. No, definitely gonna cut the fixtures part. Had to change a couple of faucets. Not very fun climbing up underneath the cabinet, so didn't like that. Did change the light fixture, and also wasn't a fan of that either. Since I was 5 years old, I've been afraid of electricity because I did stick a bobby pin into a socket one time, and ever since then, it's been
Did
like
you?
PTSD. So, little fun fact about me about that. I don't think
Oh,
I've
that's
told
awesome.
anybody really. Um,
I like the mystery that even before you said that, you just said you've been scared of electricity since you're 5,
yep.
and I was like, I don't even need a story. That's just great to know that.
So there's definitely a reasoning behind that.
Got it.
Uh, I hate to do it. I'm probably gonna trade the husband part, and keep the yard work. I mean, as you know me, I do love my yard work.
Green Thumb Pete.
Uh, I spend a lot of time in effort making my yard green and having to get rid of the wiregrass that's taken me 2 summers to get rid of, almost three. So I'm actually to the point where it's pretty comfortable and can't wait for this season actually. So
So,
weather's getting warm enough, and I feel the itch coming for sure.
you got it. We'll definitely get that checked out, first of all. But so when some people say all in for next season and they're talking about sports, you're talking about the grass season. You're talking about
Oh yeah,
it's
one
warm,
hundred
the
percent.
grass is growing. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
love it.
yeah. That's my my grass season. That's the grass I'm into nowadays.
Got it. And it's the only one we've ever been into. I get it. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly.
The laws are changing. It may be a different conversation here next year. But I think you're personally going to really like this last one, and it's Mortal Kombat rivalries.
Oh yeah.
There's many of them, but I picked 3 of what I think are probably the top. I know one is the top one, but the other 2 are, I think, pretty pivotal to the movies and the games and everything.
Yeah.
So the first one is probably obvious, Sub-Zero and Scorpion.
Mhm.
Second one is Liu Kang and Shang Tsung, pretty big one. And then the third one, it's kind of minor, but it's still throughout the games and movies, is Sonya Blade and Kano.
Ooh. As much as I love Sub-Zero and Scorpion, I feel like that story has been told over and over and over, and that's what they stick to. So I might go ahead and cut that one just for bringing something new. I know. Don't kill me on that.
Oh,
Don't kill me on
I'm
that
a
one.
fatality, Pete.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm probably gonna keep Liu Kang and Shang Tsung for sure. There's a lot more depth behind that as well. And trade Sonya and Kano only because we haven't seen that as much. So I feel like we should probably get more background on that. And I feel like that would be a pretty um, interesting story to tell. And one of the spoiler alert, by the way, for anybody listening and watching this, uh, in the movie, I kind of wish they didn't kill him off. That way we can explore a little bit more of their feud. I mean, it's too short to have an introduction in one movie and them being friends and then turning to enemies and then her killing him that way. But I feel like they should have explored that a little bit more as well.
Yeah.
But
Well, it was tough to hear you say the Sub-Zero
I
Scorpion.
know,
Well, I mean, even
I
like through the
know.
movies and the games, I feel like they've done it so much. So it's kind of like it's not just in one; it's just been everywhere that they've
Yeah,
nonstop done it.
exactly. So, I mean, great rivalry. Don't get me wrong, but like I said, it has been played, and we know the whole backstory. We know the story. We know how it ends and what happens and all that. But for the other two, I feel like we don't have enough story on that. So it'd be more interesting to dig deeper into that.
Yep. I'm gonna take a little drink break here before we
Cheers.
dig really deep into Mortal Kombat.
What are you sipping on?
So this is some bourbon and ginger. We got my whiskey bullets in there. If you can kind of see them.
Nice,
Which I realized
nice.
ice cubes wouldn't have been much better for the sound, but it really doesn't sound good with the speaker in front of me when I just have you hear just metal clinking against glass.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Okay. So more on Mortal Kombat because I'm pretty sure you're the only human being that I know that I can speak at any depth with about Mortal Kombat.
Oh, absolutely. I'll speak in depth with anything.
Well, that's good to know. And I need to come up with other stuff then. But we're gonna start with Mortal Kombat. And
I'm sorry. I should specify anything other than sports. So like whatever you want to talk about, sports,
hey, this has nothing to
comic
do with
books,
sports.
whatever.
Okay, ignore the football in the logo. This has nothing to do with sports. No, you kind of touched on it with the Sonya Blade and Kano, like that relationship in the first movie of the reboot from the mid '90s one. That then the effects were terrible, and then it was spoken about like it was going to be rebooted over and over and over. They had this stupid web series, which I actually kind of liked, just because it was.
I kind of like that too.
It was Mortal Kombat, and it was cool, but like it was 13-minute episodes, and it was whatever. But so, what were your thoughts on the first movie in terms of it getting back into like actually being made? First of all, the fact that it actually was done. I know we got to watch at least a little snippet of it at a bachelor party. So we left a bar early to make sure that we got to watch a little Mortal Kombat. So that's fandom right there, I would say.
Honestly, I would probably give it overall like a 6.5, maybe a 6.8, 7 tops. Only because I know they introduced the new character Cole. So that was kind of like a curveball, and they kind of sidelined Liu Kang, which is obviously a main character in the series, and that he's kind of like the one who is the champion and brings Mortal Kombat and saves Earthrealm and all that stuff. But I'm definitely, I was very, very ecstatic and loved the first opening scene. I thought that was a very great attention grabber. So that was probably my favorite part of the movie, and I literally watched the movie probably 3 times. Uh, so I watched that clip online probably once or twice before the movie, and then I saw the movie like I think 2 or 3 times before it got off of HBO Max. But definitely excited to hear about it being rebooted, and then obviously the long wait, COVID and all that stuff, and then very, very excited to see the second one. Hopefully they learn, from the first movie. I don't want to give away any spoilers any more than I have, but with the ending and all that, I think it's very interesting to see what comes next and what Shang Tsung does with the deceased ones. I do think they might have killed off one very important character that we only saw for a couple minutes. The new character kills off a very important character, and then you're like, okay, well, there goes that. But hopefully there's a future for it and it gets revived. And I believe you're the one who sent me the Instagram post about them doing the reboot or the sequel. So very, very excited to see that. And hopefully we get the Miz as Johnny Cage.
You know what? It's almost like you're not asking him to act. You're asking him, like, it might as well be a WWE character, because his persona is basically what Johnny Cage is. So that's not really saying, like, you need to come in and play this character and research it. It's just be the Miz, but remember to say Johnny Cage instead, and that's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
So
maybe this is his foot in the door with acting, like John Cena and The Rock.
Could be. I mean, I know that. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Has he maybe done like one of like the WWE produced movies? If that, maybe. I don't know if he has.
That I'm not 100% too sure, to be honest.
I know not like a bigger type movie, but yeah, this
straight to DVD.
Entirely possible. There's plenty of those that the pseudo stars that are like, yeah, I don't think we're gonna put this in theaters when theaters were actually prominent.
Straight to streaming.
Oh yeah, it's immediately free. It's weird. But yeah, I saw with the second one, I saw that it's going to be, which this conversation might spin off into a number of other things. The writer of Moon Knight, Jeremy Slater, is apparently the one that's going to be working on this one for the second Mortal Kombat. Okay, so I'm kind of hoping the kind of like the darkness and everything of Moon Knight, or at least what it's perceived to be, that might be kind of like that kind of storytelling in the second Mortal Kombat. So it'll still be fighting, and the word was, I think, that this would actually be one with a tournament in it. Yeah. That's what they said, which would make sense. I don't know how you do a second one and still not be in the tournament, but spoiler. But if that wasn't obvious. But I don't know. I'm hoping. Yeah, I'm certainly hoping they're in the tournament. Yeah, if you get the Miz in there as Johnny Cage, like you were saying, with someone important that may have died, which there is the storyline in the games and all that about that person maybe being another person.
Well, not only
Well, I guess the brother.
not only that,
Yeah.
not only the last one who died, but the one that Cole, so to speak,
Yeah.
killed off as well.
Yeah.
So, but another thing I did very enjoy in that movie is some of the classic fighting arenas that we saw in there too.
Yep.
So hopefully they bring back a couple classic arenas in the second one, and you can't beat it. You really can't. It brings back our childhood, and it makes us feel good. These movies aren't for the kids nowadays. It's for us adults for sure.
Exactly. Yeah, they have a demo of the probably late 20s to like late 30s, maybe early 40s of the people that really like. I mean, I guess if you would have played like the first Mortal Kombat, there's probably on. Was it on Sega? The first one?
I think it was uh, Sega, and then N64.
Yeah, but
I definitely had the N64 one.
oh yeah, but yeah. Was there anyone? So maybe aside from like Johnny Cage or something, was there anyone that you were very specifically? I don't think it's a spoiler to say that wasn't in the first one that you want to see in the second one. That's like a favorite character that maybe could come into it.
Well, we got all the classic ones. So we kind of had the original team. I mean, obviously we haven't seen Shao Kahn, so it'd be interesting to see him. Obviously, he's the ruler of Outworld, so we haven't really seen him yet. Maybe Chinook. I wonder if he has something to do with bringing back the deceased ones. Let's see. I kind of do want to see some of the like some of the robots, like
Like a Cyrax
what's his
and
name? Yeah, yeah, the yellow and red one. I forgot the red one's name.
starts with an S, maybe.
I can't remember. I can't remember to be honest. But some of the, and I do want to see Shiva, Sindel. I just wonder how they would bring her to life or bring her to screen. I'm trying to think of who else. Obviously, we have Raiden. No, that's about it actually. I mean, obviously, you have some of the newer characters like Frost and Johnny Cage's daughter and Jax's daughter as well and all that.
Yeah.
So I feel like those are a little bit more new characters that should probably wait. That's just like filling the same as Sonya Blade and Jax's role, but Stryker. I want to see Stryker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, who else?
See, maybe Smoke.
We got, yeah, maybe Smoke.
They could do some pretty cool effects with that, I bet.
Yeah. Ermac.
Yep.
Ermac.
Kenshi. Are we just gonna start going with it?
I would think so, man. Honestly, I would like to see the whole lineup. You got Rain. You got what's her name? Scarlet.
Yeah. Who's the one that's
she
like
does
the
the
spider or like the? She was like a newer character, I think, in like the games.
she's like I guess you could say like the Red Ninja, but she like draws blood. Like her fatality is like taking your blood out of you and all that. So something like that would be kind of cool. Obviously, we really get the lizard or reptile. What else? Yeah, some of the new characters there, I think would be pretty cool. So
They might have to put in. It's not Chinook. I know I'm not going to remember his name now. It's the one who tricks Scorpion into thinking that
Quan Chi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He might look pretty cool.
Yeah, he's like the sorcerer that kind of brings back people. And
Yeah.
I know he has the amulet in Mortal Kombat 11, but I haven't played that one yet. But
I haven't played that one yet either.
yeah, I still have the 10. I still have 10, but I barely get on that anymore.
Yeah.
So
I think to spin off of that, is there anything, whether it be Morbius, whether it be Moon Knight, is there any other maybe nerdy type topics that you're thinking about? Any movies you're looking forward to? Any TV shows, what have you?
Definitely want to see Morbius. I've been waiting for that to come out since like last year. Hopefully that ties in with the new Spider-Man movie, No Way Home. I don't know if you've seen that or not, but it's definitely
I haven't seen it.
top notch. You're missing
Finn's
out. Definitely top
pediatrician said it's
notch.
good though. I was there
Yeah.
for his checkup, and he's like, "You have to see it," because he had like a tie. He had like a tie or something like that had something to do with Spider-Man. And Finn showed up in a Spider-Man sweat outfit, and he was like, "Oh, you like Spider-Man? Did you see the new movie?" And I was like trying to nicely be like, "No spoilers. We haven't seen the new movie. Hold on."
It definitely opens up. It opens up everything. I was going to say that it opens up everything. Anything can happen.
Hey,
They can pull from anybody
that's
now.
what she said, buddy.
But yeah, definitely Morbius. Definitely gonna wait to see Moon Knight. I'm not the one to shy away from a good MCU movie or TV show, so anything that comes out, I'm definitely in line to see it
Yeah,
for sure. Batman, pretty excited to see the new Matt Reeves Batman.
nice 3 hour Batman. Those
Hey,
movies are
I'm
meant to
for
be
it.
that, you know.
Yeah, like you can't tell a good story within 2 hours. Um, and seeing some like deleted scenes and footage and all that, just like why did they not put this into the movie? This would have made the movie better. It's just no one cares about how long it is. People will sit there and watch it.
Well, and this is the origin of this Batman, so it's like you might as well make this one long so people buy in, and then by the time you're
Yeah,
doing more, I mean, the next one probably still be 3 hours too, but
yeah. I mean, shoot, people watch the 4 hour long Justice League movie on HBO
that's
Max.
true.
Like people watched it. It was broken up into sections and all that, but it's 4 hours long, and I definitely watched it within 2 days. So
You need to take a nap. You're like, all right, tomorrow I'll finish it. Yeah,
yeah, I was like, 2 hours is good. I'll finish it
yeah,
tomorrow. So that's the beauty of having the streaming services like that. Like I would like whenever movies came out on Disney Plus, like the Premiere Access, like paying the $30 for that movie to me was valuable because yes, I could watch it in my own home. I could make my own popcorn. I could pause it if I needed to do
mm,
anything. I could bring my own drinks. Anything like that. I probably do see that as being the future. I would prefer that, but that would kill the cinema industry, so to speak. But I guess we'll see how the future handles that.
yeah. It was funny.
So,
I'm trying to think. I think it was the most recent James Bond movie. I'd
mm,
went and seen it with my dad and my brother, and it was funny. We did a matinee, so I know they have less staff for a matinee just because there's
mm,
no money wise. It doesn't make any sense to have like a full staff for during the day. But we went in, and it was literally at our theater. It doesn't make much sense to have like you pick out your seat, except they now do that. I don't know why,
yeah.
because it's not because luxury seating. It's the same cum stained seats that have been there for the last 20 years, uh, allegedly. But anyway, when you come in, at least during a matinee, you can actually just walk up and do everything right at the concession stand, including like
Yep.
ticket, pick a seat, and go
Yep.
in. But I realized there was no one even to rip the tickets when we went to walk in. The only reason that I knew that was because we went to go in, we already had tickets. And when we went to go in, I was like, oh, I'll go get popcorn or something. So we could have just walked right in
Walked
and
in.
no one was going to say
So
anything. And obviously it's a matinee, so it
when
wasn't busy enough to where anyone cared. But I'm like, you guys are already losing so much money. I think you at least need to pay like some little high school kid minimum wage to stand there and not allow anyone to walk through. But I don't know.
funny that you say that because I thought the exact same thing whenever we saw Spider-Man.
Mm,
Like we got the tickets at the concession stand and got them walked out to the theater, and no one was at the door. No one was. There's no rope, slip section off or anything like that. So I was like, we literally could have just like walked in and went to the movie and that's it.
yep.
Like no one's checking tickets or anything. So
Yeah, I think I know the rule is also there, like to no outside food or drink, and I would just walk in with like a 20-ounce Mountain Dew a lot of the time, and because I'm a grown man, and I would walk in with it, and I would be told before going in, you can't do that. Like they're gonna make you throw it away or something. I'm like, no one here gets paid enough to tell me to
Nope.
throw away a drink. So I'd walk in, and no one even looks at the fact that I have it. Like I think one time I tried to put it in my back pocket, but as I'm a frail-looking human being, it looked like I had either like a tumor coming out of my butt, or it was clearly just a soda in my pants, and no one seemed to care. So definitely a pretty lackadaisical crew there at the theater.
Oh, Jordan brings her person, so definitely get the share pack of M&Ms or Skittles from Target,
Nice.
and then bring that in and propel, and you're good to
Oh
go.
yeah. Well, I think we'll end it on a less nerdy note, although maybe it is a little bit nerdy. Is there anything in terms of, I know you're talking about picking my brain for DIY stuff, which it might be Marley because like she's more creative. I'm just like kind of I'm the grunt work. Do you want that light fixture in? Got it. You want that plumbing fixture in? Got it. If it takes like creative thought, I might not be the guy. Like 9 times out of 10, I'm
Well,
not the guy, but 1 out of 10, I come up with a good idea, but then I can't execute it. It's tough.
it's more of how to do the process, because that's what
Mm,
you guys did in the living room at y'all's previous house with those boards and all that. So like type of materials used. I know I need to get some caulking, nail gun, and all that stuff, but to see how you guys might have tapered it off at the bottom, trying to match it with the baseboard and all that stuff. So ours will be kind of more visible,
mm.
and our baseboards are not just um, an inch thick. There's a little design on top. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, I don't know if I need to miter saw the edge of the last board to see, or the end of the board, to make sure it's flush with the other
Mm.
ones. But yeah, I just want to pick y'all's brain and see what y'all might have done, and any tips, anything like that.
I'll
So,
be, I'll give you just a tip.
oh yeah, just a tip, always a
Just a
tip.
tip.
No, no, give me the whole thing. I want the
All
whole
right,
thing.
all right. Well, I think to my Italian brother, I want to give it a nice little cheers. I want to say I
Cheers.
appreciate it. And the nerd talk will not stop. And every time I have you on, we're not going to talk sports because this isn't a sports podcast. I don't want it to be misconstrued.
Well, the next sports that we do need to talk about is Italian soccer. I could talk your ear off of that for
I
sure.
know because at Beach Week, you went and
Um,
celebrated, and then we attacked you because you were celebrating that the Italians were winning.
no, wait, that was the U.S. and Italy
Yeah,
game,
you ran.
right?
You're like, yeah, I'm like, get out of here, Pete.
And then U.S. scored. It was 1-1, and you guys came over me, and I fell behind the mattress in the
Absolutely.
baseboard. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this summer with Italian soccer. I know we have to still qualify for the World Cup. It's either us or Portugal.
Mm.
It's either Italy doesn't make it again or Portugal doesn't make it, and it's Ronaldo's goodbye. And I hate to say it, I wouldn't mind not seeing Ronaldo in his final World Cup probably. Um,
Are you going to
but
murder him, Pete?
hopefully, I wouldn't say that,
Hey,
but maybe pull a Tanya Harding and get a little lead pipe to the knee.
nice.
But no, I'm very excited to see what's going to happen in the future. And the rankings just came out, and Italy is number 7 in the world, so that's positive thoughts. And then actually, don't forget, we play Argentina May 30th, March 30th or May 30th. Euro Cup winners versus Copa America winners. So pretty excited to see that.
Pete, I'm going to give you your own soccer segment. Is what I'm going to do.
That's fine
Yeah.
with me. That's fine with me. So, but yeah, definitely appreciate you having me on. Definitely we'll do this again, and I will see you on
Okay.
Sunday.
Cheers.
Cheers.